Eat like you with Taco Bell's $5 Build Your Own Cravings Box. Only online or with the Taco Bell app.
Hello, hello, hello! I am Kasasagi Usagi, and I am here with more Final Fantasy XIV. I was actually, I was a little worried because before we can do, more story, I have to do the first part of the Binding Coils, which is something we'll learn about later. But the Binding Coils is very, very hard, in that you can't just roulette for them because they're that hard. Nobody knows how to do them. So I would need people to take me through, and no one's usually around at this time. And I can't bully Q because she's not strong enough to do it on her own yet. But there's actually a lot more to do before I have to do coils. I actually forgot we were on the Hildebrand quest line. So we will be continuing that, cleaning up some of these other dungeons that I still have to do, and then we will do coils. So maybe coils tomorrow, and I will see if I can wrangle up some people ahead of time. And that would be pretty good. I'll actually put a message with the eggs and see if they will be of great assistance. Anyway. Oh, you don't have the Hildebrand questline. Where are we doing? What are we going? Oh, right. Yellow Moon at the Weaver's Guild. There she is. My beloved pure heart was like any wand you've ever seen, elegant, refined, the perfect accessory for any cultured woman. You bring it back to me, won't you? A priceless possession, callously ripped from the hands of its owner. The lady weeps, and the wind bears her sorrow in his ears. What gentleman could hear the clarion call and not beg the honor of championing her cause? What in the world? I swear to you here and now, I, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, shall scour all creation, from the deepest pit of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens, for your pure heart. What he said. And you, my fellow servant of justice, I see your instincts are not to be underestimated, having guided you to this fair maiden's side. Now then, Miss Moon, what can you tell us of the theft? Thefts? Sir, to be precise, my pure heart. Lady Webb. My pure heart was only the most recent item to be taken from me. I'm certain I had it when I left home the other day. After I browsed the latest fashions at Sunsilk and took it to the match at the Coliseum, I realized it was gone. So the time and location of the theft is unknown, essential details without which we cannot solve the case. There is but one logical course of action, Miss Moon. To coax the hidden clues from your memories, we must reenact that faithful day's excursion to Sunsilk Tapestries. I don't think so. Where am I going? What are we doing? The Waking... No, wait. Waking Sands is, MSQ. Oh, cool. Sorry. Oh, I don't know. Are you sure this is going to help? Miss Moon, would you be so kind as to describe your visit in detail on the day in question? Nothing unusual happened, but if you insist, I was pondering whether or not to purchase a new dress when a man approached me and confessed his undying love. What sort of man says that to a complete stranger, I ask you? Naturally, I was taken aback. I dropped my purse in shock, not intentionally, on his foot, and he cried out in pain and fled. If I may be so bold, Miss Moon, that strikes me as a most unusual happening. In any case, it appears to be completely unrelated to the theft. Let us next proceed to the Coliseum and see what you remember. I am well, and I hope you are too, but I will not presume. I finally got a good night's sleep. I slept for many hours, despite still staying up quite late, like a naughty, naughty rabbit. Been really bad at getting literally anything. Oh, we're gonna start the Alchemy Quest today for sure. I love that man. Alchemy teacher. That's okay, I don't mind it. I do have to be careful, are we not, is this not the Coliseum? Oh, it's not. I have to be careful. I almost played Phoenix Wright and Pillars of Eternity at the same time, and I would have died. You just gotta space these sort of things out appropriately and save your voice. Once again, Miss Moon, if you would be so kind as to tell us what you remember. Well, like before, nothing unusual happened. I felt like gambling that day, and was debating which match to observe, when a gladiator approached me from behind and confessed his undying love. Naturally, I was taken aback. I whirled around and struck the man in the face with my purse, in shock, not intentionally. Unfortunately, since I was carrying a tremendous sum of money, my purse weighed about 6 pawns, and the blow was enough to render him unconscious. Yeah, that's what my friend said. My friend stopped by in a Pillars of Eternity stream and was messaged me after the fact and was like, "You're gonna be so happy. Pillars of Eternity 2 is everything read out loud." And I was like, "Yes." Freedom. I definitely don't mind reading it out loud, but it's when I have all the narration done, like in Hades, I can have a little snack break. And I can just munch quietly while dialogue is happening. 120 pounds is Miss Moon. You are a remarkably strong woman. Which is precisely why you were targeted. Oh, it's so obvious in hindsight. The thief bore you a grudge. No, it's more than that. He hated you with a passion. There sure are a lot of giant crates in Ul'dah, at the Wilver's Guild, at Sunsilk Tapestries, and here too. Yeah, it's true. You okay there, Hildebrand? Stand back! I'm on the verge of unraveling this mystery. I must be allowed to focus. I really just cannot stand this man. Where could my pure heart be? These crates are everywhere, Akali. I wonder what's inside, but I don't see how we can open... Oh, of course! I still have plenty of explosives. Here, why don't you try? It'll be fun. Alright, I'm just gonna set off a bomb in Ul'dah. That's fine. Whoa, it's men! Oh gods, have mercy! I think, Nashu solved the case. At the heart of every crime rests a single, unassailable truth, reached only by navigating a web of falsehoods and contradictions. Hearken to me now, for as shepherd leads his flock, I shall guide you to my irrefutable conclusion. A gladiator professes his feelings only to be rejected and physically assaulted in response, wounding his pride as a warrior and a man. Resenting her prowess while as recognizing his weakness, he carries out a more feasible vengeance. He robs Yellow Moon of her weapon, the pure heart. Inspector, we found the pure heart. These strange men sneaking around town in wooden crates had it. It's not what you think. We're not thieves. We're devotees. Yellow Moon is our sun and stars. We only wish to keep her safe from harm, and should she misplace an item from time to time, we'd collect it for safekeeping, nothing untoward. You deviants were behind all the thefts all this time! You've been stalking me! What nerve? Such unbridled fury, such righteous indignation. We should be glad to accept the goddess's punishment. Goddess? Devotees? But of course, that I had you inspect those crates was a stroke of genius indeed. No, I don't mind at all. People can pop in for what games they want, and it doesn't bother me any. I like doing it this way, just kind of being all over the place. As I was elucidating but a moment ago, those fiends are obviously the ones responsible for the recent rash of weapon thefts, as those thefts were carried out by a single individual, you imbecile. Lest you've forgotten, the culprit is a duelist. He only claims his victims' weapons after defeating them in a single combat. If your powers of observation are as great as you claim, you should have deduced that those buffoons in boxes were incapable of such. Yeah, I like being all over the place and playing random games, and then people can tune in for whatever catches their eye. Some people only come for certain streams. So, they can do whatever they please. I should know. I'm a reporter for the Mithril Eye. My name is Ellie, and I've been investigating these incidents for weeks. Inspector Hildebrand, gentleman investigator and agent of inquiry, I presume. You're looking... well, for a dead man. Would you like to meet one of the duelist victims? I'll introduce you, with pleasure. You would be willing to share such precious information with me? Your generosity is commendable, Miss Ellie. May this mark be the beginning of a long and beautiful friendship. Yes, very good. The name of the man is... where in the bloody hell do you think you're going? I haven't told you anything yet. You don't want to get involved, Miss Ellie. They're idiots. Having no other recourse, Ellie would instead tell you the identity of the victim. I suppose since you're the imbecile's friend, you intend to help him? The man you want to find is an adventurer named Humphrey. At present, he can be found at the Golden Bazaar. With luck, the good inspector may find his way there by the time you arrive. If not, then so be it. I wonder what would happen when he discovers that the victim is a perpetrator as well. Golden Bazaar. I can't remember where anything is. It's just that kind of day. Oh, nope, that's the cemetery. I gotta go a little bit around. Oh, I can fly! What am I doing? Oh, much better. Oh, it doesn't matter. I forgot I could fly. And I was just thinking about it, too. 'Cause I wear glasses for real. And, I may remove it because someone did that and it was impossible to do anything. And I got a headache. Hi, I'm Humphrey, and you are... At last I've caught up with you. You there, young sir? I am told you are a victim of the martyring duelist? Me, a victim? How amusing. You amuse me. True, I was challenged by the duelist not long ago, but when he thought to find a whelp, he found a warrior of light instead. I defend my honor and my blade. See for yourself. You mean you won? That's amazing. Well, it's nothing compared to what I faced at Koch now. Magitek to the right of us, Magitek to the left of us. Stuck in the middle with Master Liu we were. Core, he was a dab hand in the old magic he was. I tried to save him, of course, but there was no limit to how many giant beasties a man can... This man is no warrior of light. Tell them, Eleazar. Tell them how he lost and surrendered a sword that was not his own. Liar, scoundrel, I trusted that bastard with my father's blade, bid him to take a smitty for restoration, even gave him the guild for pay for it. Then he comes crawling back, sniveling and begging for forgiveness and losing it in a duel, as if that's enough to set things right. Oh, the beans! They got approved so quickly. Those got approved last night. That's so exciting. The beans. God, it took so long for my, It took so long for the very first one to go through. And the beans happened overnight. I'm so excited. I have some secret ones for cheers, too. Look at me, you bleeding horse son. Look at me. Me flowing golden locks are no more. I've gone bald from the stress and heartbreak. I swear to everything holy that you'll face a reckoning if you don't bring her back to me. All right. He beat the shit out of me and took the old man's sword. I used the guild to pay for a churgan. I had no idea where he or the sword is. What am I supposed to do, huh? I can't give him what I don't have unless you help me find the sword. That's what you do, right? Help people? Have you no shame? First you claim a legacy not your own. Then you beg others to help you with your problems, or of your own making. You will refuse this man, won't you, Inspector? And what of Eleazar's flowing golden locks? How will forsaking young Humphrey help the man he has wronged? We shall begin our search for the sword by questioning the people of the Golden Bazaar. I am all over the place with my reading today. God, I wish Hildebrand was voiced. Bebe. Antique swords? Oh, I haven't the foggiest about that. The traveling merchant Jonoba is the one you ought to speak with, assuming he hasn't left. Well, there she is. And Hildebrand's talking to these people. That boy should be ashamed of himself, robbing poor Elazar of a priceless family heirloom. Just goes to show you should never trust an adventurer who claims to be a warrior of light. Thieves and tricksters, the lot of them. It may not be the most honorable solution, but mayhap you should consider giving Elazar a counterfeit blade. If the deception brings him peace in his final days, would it be so wrong? Elazar's sword wasn't much to look at, but at least it was authentic. More than a few collectors have been tricked into purchasing counterfeit relics. John Pa. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of an ancient sword, at least not one I can guarantee to be authentic. You see, any wares I determine to be of dubious origins, I immediately discard in the spring east of Camp Drybone. Although I have no swords for sale at present, I may have disposed of a vast mile similar in design to the one you describe. Oh, no problem. Thank you so much for stopping by. This presents a quandary. Though I am loath to deceive an honorable man like Elazar, a well-introduced ruse may put his heart at ease, thus sparring a rejuvenation of his flowing golden locks, whilst we continue to search for the genuine article. Yes, I shall. You take care, too. Well, if there is no sword in that spring, I won't remain there for long. It's one of the most convenient sources of fresh water for common folk in Camp Drybone. You should endeavor to be more optimistic, Miss Ellie. Like me. I say we search the spring first, before declaring all to be lost. Oh, I'm actually going the wrong way. I'm unlocking something completely different. Turn around. It occurs to me that I am not fully recovered from my accumulated injuries. It would be prudent of me not to immerse my body in water. Not without first coating it with a liberal application of salamander oil, that is. Indeed, on many occasions my dearest mother tended my childhood scrapes just so. You understand the importance of physical rehabilitation, yes? Then you can assist me by pouring oil all over my body. Wait, what? I actually have to... Ugh. The body is but an instrument in occasional need of oiling. So come, my friend, come and oil me up. I don't want to. I've never actually wanted to do anything less. Ugh, this thick, sticky oil coated from the underbelly of a river-dwelling salamander. Ah, this comforting scent, as though I am in the child in her arms. Quickly now, before it dries, knead the oil into my aching flesh. Oh. No. The pain multiplies manifold greatly now. Gently. What are we doing, Hildebrand? Oh gods, yes, at last! My muscles slacken and soften, the warmth spreads, and the pain becomes pleasure. I hate this. Are we done? Being weird? Right there, yes, keep doing it just like that, and just like, yes, now once more, with feeling. I regret. Ah, never before have I received such splendid ministrations. Now then, into the spring. You as well, my good woman. Ugh. Anyway, I think my game's too quiet. I need the sound of the birds to drown out my shame. Oh, you're fishing. Anyway. Ooh, that's a B rank. You've been productive! Excellent! May I see what you found? I found a worthless bottle. This is not the sort I'm looking for. A useless rock. A completely useless and unremarkable rock. Come now, what were you expecting? A rock that keeps corals away? And an irrelevant pot shard. Well, at least you didn't pick up a rock at random like some people. No sign of sword Jonapa mentioned, I see. Ah! No, I'm all wet. What was that anyway? Did something cause you to... Oh, it's right there, huh? Once again, my instincts have guided us to our quarry. That I had you search this section of the spring was a stroke of Achoo! Inspector, it's bad for your health to conduct investigations in those clothes. I'll go to Ulda and fetch you some new ones. How thoughtful of you, Nashu. While you're there, purchase a few bottles of hair tonic for Eliezer as well. The newest, most potent blend you can find. Is it not wonderful, my friend? Soon all of LSR's woes will be no more. Ooh, boy. As promised, I return to you your father's ancient blade. Aye, it is her. Every chip and scratch is just as I remember. God bless you, sir. I never expected you would go to such lengths for two strangers without a thought of reward. Altruism is a rare trait these days. 'Tis common enough, if you know where to look. A gentleman recognizes the good in every soul, and understands that none deserve to be forsaken. Spoken like a true gentleman, though your garments beg to differ. Inspector, I brought you a change of clothing. I also brought a supply of tonic from this peddler I met at Pearl Lane. Excellent work, Nashu. If you would just bring me that case. Inspector Hildebrand? There appears to be something lodged in my forehead. Could it be a missive from an adoring admirer? The author neglected to pen her name. I shall come to claim the collector's blade. Is that supposed to be flattering? No, it's supposed to be intimidating. The duelist wrote this. He's daring you to stop him. challenge for me. Ho, at last the curtain rises. Very well. If I am to duel the duelist, I must dress for the occasion. I, Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, accept your challenge. He's incredible, so bold, so majestic, just like a warrior of light. No, a gentleman of light. He is exceptionally something. Core! Inspector Hildebrand, you look amazing! Hildebrand. I am. I had a lot of sleep last night. And are you taking care of yourself, Sprightly? This is far from the strongest of swords. Blue skies and rolling desert. How much longer must I seek the blade of legend? I wouldn't. I got a good night's sleep. I slept for a long time. I even went to bed at a better time than I normally do. Challenge accepted, my worthy opponent. You shall not claim the blade. With my, let us call it, genius, I shall bring you to justice. Wait, you wish to duel with weapons, not wits? This bridge hardly seems appropriate for such an epic battle. So, that was the first part of Hildebrand, and they released a part every patch. Hey now, I know that spear. That's the one I found buried with the pumpkins. Pumpkins sort of remind me of, no, it's gone. Never mind. And they do it sort of like a plate, an axe. It's very bizarre. I'll have to remember that she's over here in the Golden Bazaar, because we'll do this, after we hit patch 5.1, I guess. I guess I did do this a little early, but it was here. Yeah, it sure did. We'll do more Hildebrand later. There's only so much I can handle, and we just put a lot of oil on Hildebrand's body, and it was very weird and very uncomfortable. And I'm just gonna fly away. And, go do a dungeon, where I will suffer in a different sort of manner. Oh no, not this way. Welcome to Hatali, where heroes are made. I'm Arleth, and any friend of Hugobert is a warmly regarded acquaintance of mine. Didn't mention he used to thread the Sand City. Been trying to get that smooth-talking son of a Hydra to take up the gladiator trade again, but gets easily distracted, Hubert does. Now I'll wager he didn't put two and two together when he heard your name. You're the last Fajorni over there was talking about, aren't you? Ha, I knew it. The liberator of Halatali herself. Thanks to you, we've made it nice and deadly in there once again. Go to restore the Colosseum gates to what they were. It's no lap of luxury, I warn you. Place could use more freshening up, and there are some lurking crawlies that still need a good killing. The brass blades are on the detail. So what do you say? Care to experience the new and improved training grounds? We'd be honored to have the liberator of Halatali return as a challenger. Ooh. Let's go do that. What music? Or what music? Is it like your own music? That would be cool. Oh, this one's easier than the last two we've done. Oh. That's a big same for me. I have a hard time hearing it. I practiced the violin for a very long time. Well, not a very long time. I practiced the violin for a time. Ooh, that's something to be proud of, though. This is a dungeon I actually have a bit of trouble with. Because the boss is, maybe it's just the first boss. Their timing is a little weird with them. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, we have a dancer. Things will melt at this level. Not even a problem. Oh, I tried to do a res, which was done. Oh shit. Oh shit. What's happening? Oh, the dancer's pulling. Do that. I think I got hit by these things. And just regular ass AoEs. Okay, so this boss is hard. He works just like the Ormvale boss, where he has circle attacks and swipe attacks, and then you gotta get back. This is gonna do a big thing. These are gonna be... Yeah. Untelegraphed as most... Oh, fuck. As most coin corners are. And then we have to... We're all about to die, I think. Oh no, yeah. So you touch the device, and where the mammoth is the only safe spot. Well, I died somehow. Why did I still die? Well, the tank's still fighting. I don't think he's gonna be able to do it, though. Did I just not have enough help? Maybe. He might actually do it. Yeah, he's doing it. He's gonna solo the boss. He did it. He just soloed that boss. He didn't need a healer and he didn't need DPS. Your skills are beyond doubt, adventurers. Keep your wits about you and you may go far. On to the next stage. So what you're supposed to do is he's doing a room-wide AoE and you stand with the mammoth and the mammoth protects you? But maybe we did the mammoth too late? I don't know. I died. I died super hard. Yeah, that's me right now. The bunny in the bean can. I can't believe he did it. I'm so proud of this small owl. He's only in Shire gear? He's not even... Oh, it's a sheep. Well, good gracious, little lady. I would love it if this dancer wasn't pulling. I would love a lot of things. Yay. You love to see it happen. Alright, let's not clown it up this time. Me. So what this one does is he blinds you. And if you're blinded when he does something, he'll kill you. So these shadowy orbs will unblind you, I think. It's so embarrassing. I have never been in this dungeon at minimum eye level, and I think my gear is the problem. Granted, this dungeon is easier than the other ones I've been in, but I don't know what's going. This is not a dungeon that pops up very often, if ever. So I definitely haven't been in here more than once or twice. Oh, everyone in chat is like, I don't know the mechanics of this. We're just doing our best. And I'm like, okay. I am aware of the mechanics, but I can't seem to live through them. Maybe I would, you know what? That's fair. I will blame Hildebrand for everything that's happening to me in this dungeon. That man put me in a place. Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, we don't know the mechanics. I do know the mechanics. I genuinely know the mechanics. I cannot live through them. Stop. Ugh. I will not dignify your words with a response. Gross. It would help if I didn't stand in AoEs. Yeah, it would. It would help a lot. I'm gonna just stand and heal, as God intended. Bronze Bull, is part of the Armory Quest line. He's a big gladiator that you make stuff for. He's part of the Armory or Blacksmith. He's there. He exists. The final test shall pit you against the finest gladiators ever to grace the bloodstand. Steel yourself! I can't wait to see how I die miserably in this fight. Look at this shitty little Olafel. And knock off Archivant. I need to turn my map off, perhaps. Oh, please don't touch me. I can't live through anything. Certainly not your, disdain. Oh, sir, please. I'm just a little lass. Okay, so somebody gets chained. And then you've gotta touch this thing so they can be free and get out of the AoE. That I do know. Oh my god. You guys gotta do the thing. Oh no. Oh god. Wait, it took too long. That wasn't even my fault. They didn't free me in time. This dancer's not gonna do it. Bro. Yeah, this dancer's killing me. So I didn't get to live through a single boss fight. But that time legitimately was not my fault. They didn't save me. Anyway. A glorious contest. I was hard pressed to restrain myself from joining the fray. Yeah, you have nothing to cheer about, miss. You didn't do anything. Was it GG? Was it? Do we all feel that this was a GG? Anyway, let me calm the tank. The only person I can trust. I didn't even get anything out of this. I'm not. Mechanic wasn't done soon enough and I died. But thanks for your concern. You should worry about yourself, mister. Yeah, I don't know how I died those first two times, but that third time wasn't my fault. This dude's like, well, you're lagging. I'm not. Don't talk to me. Let me go to Mordona. Think about life for a second. I can't believe how done dirty I was. So sad. At least my title's accurate. It's gonna be a long day of this. I need help. I didn't do the magics. I can buy one thing. Oh, I could buy her a second ring. I could probably. See, look. Now we're at 93. I have 4,600 health now. Fantastic. Let's go do something. It's definitely pirates. Oh, you have a blue mage quest for me, don't you? We will not be doing blue mage on this character. Absolutely not. Oh, Mortar's Guild with them, which I do not have. Oh my god, life is so hard. It's right up here, I think. Wait, Commodore Reiner doesn't have it? Oh, it's down here. It's hard. And I was done dirty by my own teammates. My own Warriors of Light. They betray me. Oh, down here. Is Yak online? I don't have Yak added on this account. I'll tell her I am being bullied. I need help. You're a Kaliana, are ye? The chief will be pleased that you came. Now's time of the essence, so I'll get straight to the business. During your travels, might be as ye heard tell old Mistbeard, the legendary pirate. Hells, I'd be surprised if ye hadn't heard of the old bloke. Ain't a soul in Limsa as doesn't know of his exploits. Nary a ship on the five seas was safe from Mistbeard's grasp, not even the golden fleet of Ul'dah. But one day, at the height of his notoriety, the man vanished without a trace while sailing to Ratano. Since then, rumors have spread of Mistbeard left behind a treasure trove of plunder. Folk will believe it's somewhere out there, just waiting to be plucked like a ripe fruit. Your task pertains to that treasure. I'll take over from here, Denson. Chief! Greetings, my friend. It's been a while since you sent the Black Wolf to the Seventh Hell. Before I begin, let me make it clear I do not request your aid in my capacity as a storm marshal. Nay, the matter is purely private. What with that detail established, I shall continue Denson's tale. For a time, folk had lost interest in Miss Beard's catch. Such was its elusiveness, but recent developments have treasure hunters across the realm stirring anew. Such south of Vilbrand, upon the Ratano Sea, lies the Celeldes. Along the fringes of these remote islands, there is an expanse of water into which few ships dare venture. Nature has conspired to perpetually shroud the area in a heavy mist. A man can hardly see his own hand in front of him. Be it by accident or intent, countless vessels have entered the mist, never to be seen again. Over the years, some few survivors have washed ashore with tales of an island hid within, which appeared without warning to smash their ships and to float them. So it was that the legend of Hullbreaker Isle was born. In the wake of the calamity, however, it came to be that the mist would lift under certain conditions, and as luck would have it, on one such day, a merchantman mistakenly sailed right into the area. The ship eventually came upon a deserted isle, where it made an astonishing discovery. The Har, Miss Spear's own flagship, lying broken within a cove. Though he yearned to explore the wreck, the captain wisely chose to return to familiar waters before the mist could regather. Upon returning to Limsa Lominsa, he forbade his crew from revealing the discovery to a single soul, but word eventually spread, as it often does with such things. Even as we speak, treasure hunters are scrambling to find a way into the legendary Hullbreaker Isle, that they might claim Miss Beard's catch. I would have you get there before they do, Akali, and retrieve a single object from the Har, a golden coffer bearing Miss Beard's crest. The chief would do the job himself, but being a storm marshal is like to attract unwanted attention. That's why he wants you to go in his stead. So long as you bring back what he asks for, you're welcome to keep whatever else you find. Though I make my request off the record, I must impress upon you the matter is of grave import to our nation's future. I shall be praying for your success. I am doing these a little early, I think. All beans. Now, no doubt you're wondering how you're to get to the Isle. I've got a ship moored at the Moire docks. Meet me there when your preparations are in order, and I'll ferry you over. Do I remember Hullbreaker Isle? Maybe. Oh, I didn't even go and do the one I meant to. Well. I am lost in this terrible city. I just missed where I needed to go completely. As one does. He is there, though. I just don't have the marker on the map. There he is. Good evening to you, Akali. How timely. There is something I would ask of you. But where are my manners? Is there aught you require? Here at Bolsung's behest, you say. Ha! That should send you, of all people, is a stroke of good fortune indeed. Permit me to appraise you of the situation. You will doubtless recall driving the Serpent Reavers out of Stasha. Well, despite our best efforts to keep the place secure, I regret to inform you that it has been occupied by pirates. Pirates, I say, though eyewitnesses claim that they seemed more akin to the fiends from the briny depths. To be frank, we are not wholly certain what it is we are dealing with. I dispatched a party of adventurers to identify and eliminate the threat, but it would seem their courage failed them. But they were not you, my friend. You will fare better against whatever awaits within Sastasha. Of that I have no doubt. If you would be willing to assist us, pray report to Jasharpa, who stands guard at the entrance of the caverns. Okay, there we go. Back on track. Oops. I think Hullbreaker Isle will actually beat me up. Congratulations! You've unlocked all of these at long last. Something you were supposed to do the moment you walked into the city. Sastasha. Sastasha is right here, I think. Ah, it's you. I take it you mean to help us again? Wonderful. You see those adventurers yonder? We sent them in first, but it soon became clear that they were unequal to the task. By my count, they lasted under a minute inside the staggering blackouts, sucking for air like fish out of water. As such, we're no closer to ascertaining the nature of the threat, let alone eliminating it. You'll be going in blind, I know, but you've purged Sastasha before, and I'm certain you can repeat the feat. Enter whenever you're ready. Look forward to hearing of your success. Oh, good. Oh, good, oh, good. Oh, I also didn't do this one. Oh, no. We will do Tamtara as well. And to help the twins. I forgot about that. We got distracted with Hildebrand. Howdy. Oh, these people also have not been here before. Fantastic, fantastic. If I clown, we'll clown together. I can just pretend I'm a baby. And pretend I don't know what's going on. Oh, Blake! Thank you! Oh no. Oh, hello and thank you! Gosh. Thank you! Thank you. This is really sweet. I am good, Blake. How are you? Thank you. What were you guys just playing? More Overwatch? Yeah. Were you winning? Were you winning, son? Yeah, that's good. Were you DPSing or healing today? Or a little bit of everything? Oh god. Why did that happen? Nice. I do love tanking in that game. Oh, I think I have to go student this off. Everything is bad. Stop doing that. Oh, goodbye, Blake. Hey, that's fantastic for me. I'm so afraid. It's everything's so bad. Stop. I don't have any more PMP. Make it stop. Ooh. No problem. Oh, but thank you so much for stopping by. I'm in the middle of a dungeon. I am going through the... so I finished the main story for this game, A Realm Reborn, and I'm going through the patches and doing all the little dungeons. I'm apparently still dying for this, huh? And, strength determination. This is not a ring for me. And I'm a little undergeared, and it's very scary. Oh gosh. Just going through some dungeons with a bunch of people I don't know that are just as confused and lost as I am, and it's a good time. Everyone's having a good time. There we go. Crabs. Make sure we dot them all. Whoop. There we go. So if I remember correctly, we want to do the wenches first. Because every time one of those brines hits her, she does a lot of damage to us. Just like that. Just like that. Oh god. Take it, stop. Oof. There we go. The same thing again. Wait, the damages. There we go, much better. I think it's dying. Dun, 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 dun. Oh boy, I sure don't remember. But I'm sure it'll be fine. No, don't do that. That's rude. Please, sir. Please stop shooting me. Oh, beans. Don't hit me anymore. Oh god. Hello. How are you, Tyrell? Don't let me die. I'm stuck. Please. Make it end. Take the guy off my leg so I can move. Oh, gosh. I am not too bad. So there was a guy there that attaches himself to you and you can't move until he's dead. And they kill him last, just for me. So I was stuck just healing myself. My teams have been trying so hard to kill me, and they are quite successful. They're doing a pretty good job. They didn't mean to. They probably didn't know because there were so many guys, and I think everyone in here said they hadn't been in here before, so they didn't know. Everyone gets one free attempt at my life. But just the one. I suddenly have a memory of what awaits me. Oh god. Well, we're all dead. It was too much. I am a healer. That is what I do. Regrettably. gonna wait for me to res him again? Well, they seem to have done it. Oh no, he's walking back. Good, thank you. Yeah, I'm a little white mage. Oh yeah, I remember you talking about Elder Scrolls Online. I have not played Elder Scrolls Online. This is a very good game though. Very story driven. More it's definitely a Final Fantasy game before it is a MMO. Yep, just 4. That's how it rolls here. And I always thought that was kind of weird too, because I believe in WoW it's 3 DPS, 1 healer, 1 tank. And I thought that was crazy. Yeah. So there's an 8-man raid, which is 2 tanks, 2 healers, and the rest are DPS. And then you have 24-man raids, where it's 3 tanks, 6 healers, and the rest are DPS. Here he goes. There he goes. I don't think I've ever seen this cutscene. Oh, thanks for starting without me. Okay, so you can't fight him. I mean, you can. Holy Jesus. I wasn't here. You guys started the fight, and now everyone's super damaged. You want to get these things first. Over the arms. And then you can attack the boss. Yeah, the characters are quite small. Definitely not as small as WoW. I'm zoomed very far out because I started on WoW and I like the bigger camera views. Please do not hit me. Alright. Please. Oh. I got bullied a lot We have so many dungeons to go. I think I just bought the best necklace I can. Oh. They've left me with the garbage. Oh my goodness. Well, I did it at great personal cost. Ah, you've returned! Tell me, were you able to identify our intruders? Men who look like jellyfish? Are you and you say that they were Captain Madison and his crew? That is decidedly cold, but I know better than to doubt you. I will have the bodies retrieved for study, and we might better be prepared to face such enemies in the future. Your work here is done, friend. Pray make your way to Aleport. Commodore Raynor awaits you there, and will doubtless be glad of a first-hand account. Oh. Commodore Raynor. Hello, sir. It is I. I have already received word of your success. You do not disappoint, Akali. Sir, a body has arrived for inspection. Does it not? This thing used to be a man? Gods be good, how did this happen? A slight turn to the stomach. 'Twas well I haven't eaten. My lady, thank you for granting us your valuable time and expertise. Commodore, allow me to introduce Miss Sienna, foremost among the celebrated Professor Lamberton's students. Let us not stand on ceremony. Friends, this man's unnatural form can be attributed, I believe, to the excess absorption of water-aspected aether. A living being can only absorb a certain quantity of aether before suffering adverse effects. To be altered so drastically requires a fatal dose, yet our subject here lived long enough to be struck down. A most peculiar case indeed. I have heard that a primal creates thralls by showering mortals with its own aether. Could this be an extension of that process? I dare say you have struck the mark, Commodore. If being exposed to one's primal aether is enough to corrupt the mind, 'tis plausible that repeated exposure corrupts the flesh. Madison and his crew have failed to hold Stasha for their Sagan overlords, and I suspect that this was their punishment. The fishback's depravity knows no bounds. To think that creatures capable of such cruelty lurk nearby, I shan't get another wink of sleep while I am here. Have no fear, my lady. The Yellowjacks are sworn to protect Aleport and her denizens, and in light of recent developments, you may be certain that we will redouble our vigilance. Your words give me heart, Commodore, and, as previously agreed upon, my way of payment for my services, I shall hold on to this specimen for my research. Flying mounts are good. I like Final Fantasy XIV a lot because everything can fly. Dogs, cats. This rabbit. It's most excellent. Oh, while I'm here, and not in the middle of something, I should also do Temple of Carn hard. Okay. We can just do that really quick. Stop it. Here it is. We started this quest, uh-oh. Oh yes, I should fix that. Yeah, that is super nice. I wish more things were voiced in this game, but it gets better as you go on. I will be doing less reading in the future. Not today, though. Oh, I do not want to do King of the Hole first, so we will figure out something else. Wait till I play Phoenix Wright in a few weeks' time. All talking, all the time. Hopefully Phoenix Wright will line up with Pillars of Eternity 2, so I can only have so much reading a day. I almost did Pillars of Eternity 1 and Phoenix Wright at the same time, and I would have died. It's just too much for my little voice. Okay, here we go. No, I'm doing, well, it's technically endgame. So you have a Realm Reborn, which is the main story of the game, and then there's all this patch content to do. So you do all the patch content, and then you go into the first expansion, which is Heavensward. Then you do all the patch content for Heavensward, and then you do Stormblood. So it's technically an endgame, but it's just patch content. Well, Final Fantasy does its patch content very well, I think. It all fits in with lore and sort of alludes to so when we do coils, it'll line up nicely with the patch stuff that's happening in regards to all the primals and everything. So they've done it really well, where it's just extra content regarding what you're doing. I take issue with WoW's patch format because it doesn't feel like you can do it after the fact. If you're not there at the time it's around. There is PvP. It's not very good. I enjoy it, but there's not like out of world like PV. There's no PvP in the world. You have to like it's its own little sort of dungeon kind of thing. This music is very stressful. Oh dear. If you're looking for something like WoW's PvP, this game doesn't have that, but it's not bad for what it is. I enjoy it. I used to do it a lot. Oh boy, I just got cleaved. Oh, I did not mean to drop that ball there. Very many. This many. And you can be all of them. There's 4 tanks, 3 healers, 4 melee DPS, 3 physical ranged, and technically 3 magic plus blue mage, which is not a real class. Plus all the crafting classes, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 of those, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 8 plus 3, so 11. Oops. Oh no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Oh, kill him, kill him, kill him. Whoa. I've never played Blackest Desert either. I have heard mixed things on it. Yeah, I imagine playing MMOs on your consoles would be a fairly laggy experience. I can't imagine how it would all square out. Seems stressful for the console. Our tank needs 2 seconds, which is fine. That's a very low number health bar. I think it's my stick's fault. Oh no. Are the PvP battles at least well optimized and done? He said he was just changing his skills. And then he stood in an AoE. I moved out of it in time. That's a long AoE countdown. He knew the same thing as a healer, bro. I need snackies, and you'll die without me. Although, my groups have not hesitated in running in without me, so perhaps that doesn't quite work. That being a problem in WoW too. And I remember that WoW had a lot of different gear sets. Like, you had your PvE gear set, you had your raiding gear set, and you had your PvP, PoE, and then raiding. And then sometimes different gear sets for different raids. It was too much for me. Oh, I see. I have been grabbed. Rudely, I might add. Armor that does damage. That's something else. So, the trick with her is that she summons a lot of cactus boys, and then while you're fighting, she starts counting her needles. And if she gets to a certain number, she'll instant kill you. So you want to be able to... You need to distract her and hit her as necessary. Don't hit me, sir. Oh, nice. Well, there you go. A much better experience is in store. I'm getting hit by a lot of little cactus hands. Yeah, it's, little cactars. These are kind of them. They're just, these are kind of them, but they're in clothing. Wait, she's got a little hat on. Yeah. This was a version of them. But yeah, they hang out in the desert and they dance around. Yeah, as a healer, you absolutely have to use your damage skills. It's actually heavily required. Because you only have 2 DPS, it's very important that the healer also does their own damage. You don't get a lot of damage skills. So you have your own dot, which you should put on as much as you are able to, and then I also have my own spell. Eventually, as you get in higher levels, I have these things called, I'll get a special bar just for my particular class, which is White Mage, and it fills up over time so long as you're in combat, and it has 3 of these blue lilies on it. When you use the lilies for healing and stuff, a red lily starts to bloom, and after you've used 3, you get a really, really big damage attack. I can do about 140 at max level in the proper year. You can do about 140k damage, which is huge as a healer. I also have a Holy, which is a AoE stunning ability, which is useful to use in combat, but it has a very long cooldown. And it's hard to spam it in these lower levels because everybody's a little bit squishy. Myself very much included. But yeah, healer damage is an absolute mandatory. Especially as you get into harder content. have a different character that's in Endgame and everything, and I've been doing the newest raid series, which is and my team is on the final fight. I don't play White Mage, unfortunately, on that character. So, well, I do play White Mage on that character, but in raid I'm an Astrologian, and they don't have as powerful attacks, and they have a lot going on. They have instead of lilies, they have a card system which ups the damage of your friends. No, there is absolutely no parsing allowed in this game. It is a bannable offense. Because it creates a very toxic atmosphere. And I agree. I agree that it's something, I mean, obviously people do parse with third-party tools. But it is as someone who was in the WoW community and is still in the WoW community, the difference between how people act in World of Warcraft over numbers and between how they act in Final Fantasy over numbers is a huge difference, and I think it makes the game a better place. I love big numbers. I love seeing my big numbers, but it's more often than not used as a tool to make people feel bad about themselves. And that's not necessary. Especially when this is a more story-driven game than higher tier content. But you don't talk about the numbers, you don't harass people about numbers. If you want to see your own numbers, you have ways to do it, you just don't talk about it. And I think that's for the best. So zombies come out of these things randomly, and if you get hit by too many zombies, you turn into a zombie yourself, and it's very, very bad. Bad, bad, bad. Oh, wow. I don't know what the community is like in Elder Scrolls Online. Hopefully they're nicer than WoW in its heyday. I used to actually, gosh, and it'll always stick with me because it was kind of like a sad and embarrassing moment. But the very first time I did a dungeon, people were asking, and I think Shout Chat or something. Oh, frick. If people wanted to do it, I don't even remember the dungeon itself, but I got called out and then promptly kicked for my Dark Knight damage not being good enough. And that, because people were parsing the numbers, because they could, and, like, it was a lower tier dungeon, so DPS wasn't even, like, an issue, but I got kicked anyway, because it just wasn't up to their standards. Oh, for sure. Oh no! Sir, please! Oh, our tank got turned into a zombie. That's what happened there. Didn't dodge him. Please. I see. But yeah, that's my WoW story. So I never mind. I know people have different opinions, but I am fine with the numbers not being a thing we talk about in Final Fantasy XIV. It is Daijobu. Totes Daijobus. You're the one that caused all that commotion, aren't you? 12's sake, walk softly. Look at how cute she is. Non-intrusive first and systematic always. Never forget. Now then, who are you? One of the apprentice haulers? Huh, yes, I am Neneko. But why would anyone be looking for me? What? Ancient traps have been triggered? I had no idea. I alone ventured into the deepest section of the temple, for the work there requires the most delicate of touches. I was completely oblivious of the commotion till you came. What of the members of my expedition? Please tell me they are safe. Scarcely any survivors. Gods be good. I had known that we had come to a dangerous place, but all those lives... But this is neither the time nor the place for mourning. Let us quit this place. I have a duty to notify our backers of this incident. Meanwhile, might I ask that you go tell Popo and Sese that I am safe? Ugh. That's incredibly rough. Oh, my peacock! I didn't even need to mount up. Probably at the Miners Guild, right? That seems like a safe bet. Boing. Yes, where's Neneko? You have better have good news, or I'll let my brother do his way. My dear brothers. I've worried you, haven't I? I am sorry, but as you can see, there's nothing to be concerned about. Neneko, we've been so worried about you. Aye, we'd feared the worst. It's so good to see your face. I must thank you again, good adventurer. After we parted ways, I sent for a search party, and we were able to rescue the survivors. Neneko, from now on, I'm going to accompany you on all expeditions. Those Belhadeans were real bastards about booby traps. It's not safe for you alone. Brother, she won't be alone because I am going with her. Brothers, you forget your duty. Your place is with the concern. You are right that the temple is dangerous, but I can make it safe. All that you need to do is believe. We must look at the causes, the twin causes. Of today's incident, the people's belief that within lie magical relics and that the ruins are now safe to traverse. Those temple raiders are already telling tales of deadly ancient traps in every tavern, but we'll let it be known it's no ordinary danger that awaits. The Order of Nenathal has agreed to vehemently deny the temple's relics are cursed. The tales of looters found horribly dead afterwards are baseless. That should give credence to the opposite, the end of the looting, for a while at least. Neneko, you're brilliant. I may be the strongest one, but you've got the good upstairs. Right you are about our sister, puny brother, but I'm not about to stoop to stating the obvious. They say history is the gristle of the past, but in these ruins the past is fleshed out again. That is what I love about this work. I won't let the raiders despoil this place. The ruins are not mine to be dug and blasted for gil. If they want gold or gems, let them join the Miners Guild and toil for them. Oh god. I will. Gotta go visit Sir Drillamont, our good friend. I think I'll go in from the top. I think that might actually be faster. I don't have many mounts on this character. Oh, those are minions. Because she's brand new. Oh, this isn't the right way at all. There we go. No, some of the amounts that you get in the shop are account-wide. Yeah, it really, really sucks because I have some really clutch mounts on my main account. I may show them off. I can jump on my actual casa and show them off because I'm really proud of some of them, and they just won't be mounts that we will be getting. I know, it's the one thing I wish they'd do. I understand why for some of them, kind of, but like, so like there's these really special rare dragons you get from doing the hardest bosses this game has right now, and I would never do those on an ult, so just let me have them on my ult. Akaliana, you have come to us to lend your strength. House Donadir is in your debt. You will rejoice with us to know that the battle for the Stone Vigil has finally begun. The first wave has already breached the outer defenses and entered the keep. As depraved a foe as the Dravanians are, they have a certain cunning. The place teems with unbelievers who gladly embrace death merely to deny us a film of advance. We came to slay the dogs and are bred by nits. There are graver matters still. After our first wave stormed the keep, the enemy sealed the breach behind them. The Vigil headgate is now a welter of molten iron and stone sharp as a headman's axe. We can no longer send reinforcements by land. The danger is great, but we must go by air. I shall lend the second wave and would have you join your strength to ours. Sir Nathalion awaits you near the Stone Vigil itself. I shall join you as soon as I have seen to the airships. I was trying to read and talk at the same time. Read two different things, and it made my brain snap in half. The biggest mount? It's probably the whale. Yeah, it is probably most certainly the whale. I don't think I have a bigger mount than that. Because it can fit too. I think so. I don't have very many mounts in WoW because they are all very difficult to get. I find them easier in Final Fantasy. Hail, Akali! Lord Drillamount sent word. The airship will not be long in coming, and then we charge in. All Whitburn Font knows your name, Akaliana, who penetrated the Stone Vigil's defenses. Why, to this very day, I remember the cheer that rang out when we heard you laid Isabine low. Your presence here is a tonic, pure tonic for the troops. Yeah, the Phoenix is pretty big too. I still don't think it's bigger than the whale. Too large have the damned dragons desecrated our keep. How lone willing, the Stone Vigil shall return to Isengard before this day is out. Yes. Do I have... how much? I think I can get another ring, and I will very much want to do that. Oh, it's gonna take me forever. I'll just teleport. Hello. Oh no, I think I'm 5 coins. No, I can get a ring for 280. Most excellent. No way. This ring is better. Don't at me. I bought the wrong ring! I bought a casting ring! Why did I do that? Well, it's still a better ring. Fuck. Well, it is still a better ring. No, not all of them. Because I'm on a patch run, I'm doing all the, when the, you finish the main story, tons of things open up to you. So I'm, like a ton of new dungeons got unlocked and stuff as endgame content. So I'm just doing all of those. Oh god. I'm so dumb. I'm so mad at myself. Okay. So I'm doing all the dungeons, I'm getting them out of the way. I'm getting gear and stuff. Oh gosh. I can still wear it. It's still better than what I just had on. But I'm very upset with myself. I'm shocked it's letting me wear it, honestly. I do use everything on the casting ring. Vitality, determination, direct hit, intelligence. I just don't get the piety. I actually get a lot of direct hit. Direct hit is good. Oh, I get 50 from doing this one. It's not a tragedy. It's still an upgrade. Yep. Kind of. I don't think I can show it right now. So you have something called roulettes. And by doing the roulettes, you get a bonus. So you'll get a random amount of experience and guild depending on the dungeon, and then I would get 100 credits for doing a 50, 60, or 70 level dungeon. Same with this thing. And then certain classes are in need. So I could do the main scenario roulettes, which take like an hour, and I would get bonus, an extra bonus on top of whatever this would be, as a reward for being a class in need. So tanks and healers are always in need. Tanks more so than healers, as it tends to be. DPS are never in need. Very rarely, when I see that little red one for the DPS, I'm like, oh shit! It's my time has finally come. Oh, I'm just running in. Sorry, guys. Oh, we're gonna pull big, huh? I wish we wouldn't. Oh boy. This man is melting. We are in scathing gear. How can this be, sir? Oh, beans. Wait. No, Final Fantasy does not. And the director, Yoshi P, who has saved this game's life and done so much for it, even says, he's like, it's okay to take breaks. And he's like, you come back when you want to do like new patch content or whatever interests you. You don't have to. Don't pay if you don't feel like playing. Hey sir, would you like to get these baby dragons off me maybe? Yeah. You know why that happened? Because I have baby dragons on me. Sir, please. Ugh. He just wouldn't take them off of me. Oh god, I'm afraid of the response. Yeah. You're a good tank, Curly Q. I have tried it. I don't particularly like tanking over much because it's a lot. It's not nearly the responsibility it is in WoW. But there's still like it's definitely a pressure. You have to definitely be aware of what's going on around you because sometimes you'll lose track. You gotta keep track of your enemies and make sure that like if you have to keep track of everyone's health parts too, because if someone's taking damage that isn't like an AoE sort of thing, and even if like the boss turns around and occasionally hits one random player, that's fine, but you gotta be aware that if someone's taking a lot of damage for no reason, it's probably because an enemy got lost. And you gotta grab them, and you have to mitigate your own damage. So you have to have a sense of you have to be proactive, which is something that I have a very, very hard time doing in Final Fantasy XIV. I like to be reactive, which is why White Mage is one of my favorite healers, because everything you have is reactive. The damage happens and then you fix it. But if you're an Astrologian or a Scholar or any tank, you have to know when that damage is going to happen and mitigate it as such. So Tank Busters and Raid Wides. And I just sort of get lost in the DPS sauce, and I remember something that's happening too late, which is why I'm really struggling in the current raid tier, because I have to be proactive instead of my usual reactive. So it's hard. And it takes practice. I will be doing some Dark Knight eventually when we get it unlocked. So you'll see the tanking and DPS both. Again, you fuckers. You all walk to different cannons. Dark Knight is very, very good. Thanks. Don't hit him. Wow. I ended up dying. Well, it's over now. So. That was super unfortunate. So, the dragons turned on me, and the... Oh, shit. The dragons turned on me, and I was still stuck on my cannon. And I was trying to heal myself, which is my 1 button, but my cannon button was also 1 in that moment. And between the dragons turning themselves on me and me shooting the turtle while it was casting Reflect, I killed myself. But the fight was almost done, so it wasn't a huge deal. I just got here, guys. I don't actually have any MP. It's just a very unfortunate turn of events. I needed... No. They beat the boss while I was gone. There's actually no healing required in that fight because it's special. You're just on the cannons hitting the boss. So I didn't need to be alive. And it was almost dead anyway. And I just went back to where everybody was. I needed someone to take out my dragons, but that's not the theme of this dungeon, as we've already seen. It's every man for themselves, apparently. Because your cannon can't aim that close to you, so you need to take out other people's dragons. And that's not what ended up happening. For me. And that's okay. It do be like that, especially today. we're gonna die if we don't kill these dragons. It breaks, but it doesn't weaken. Oh, I can't get rid of that, huh? I walked right into him. Nah, I mean you can, if you have a pre-built up party, you can do whatever you want, but if you're looking to find other, like, random people, it will always be the standard 1 tank, 1 healer, 2 DPS. You'd have to already have someone who wanted to, you'd have to have already 2 DPS and or 3 other DPS and a healer already set to go, and just queue into it, just that specific dungeon. I'm not explaining that super well, but so long as you already have the people, you can do whatever you want. These are not as good. Where are we heading to now? Oh, we gotta go back and talk to Count Drillant. He will be quite far, but Curthus at night is really, really pretty. You can see the stars, the moon. There's Ishgard at night. It's so pretty. Got Camp Dragonhead over there. We're going over here. But oh, Ishgard at night is absolutely gorgeous. And actually, since they changed it so you can fly, we can actually get quite close to Ishgard. So right there's the Gates of Judgment, and no one's allowed past them because Ishgard doesn't allow anybody inside of it. No one's allowed in Ishgard at present. But because they've changed it so you can fly over here now, I'm just gonna walk my little self all the way to the door. Oh, no more walking. Oh, I cannot go either. But yeah, you can get this close to Ishgard, and it's very cool. Look how pretty. I want to fly on it. I want to just land on one of the roofs so bad. Hello. Akali, I am glad to see you safely returned. By the grace of the Fury and the aid you have given us, we have taken back what is ours. Yet, surely you saw what the Dravanians left in their wake. A ruin. A blood-crusted eye in need of much physicking before it can resume watch over the dragons. It will be a long and hard work to rebuild the stone vigil. Long and hard. One battle ends, another begins. Our war is a holy one, and there is no rest for the pious except in the arms of the Fury herself. Never shall be depleted the ranks of Ishgard's glorious dead. Never shall the prayers of the righteous be in vain. The dragons will perish, this I swear, by swords whole and broken. To Gridania. Yeah, so. Oh, man. Speaking of real estate, do you want to see my house in this game? I wonder if I can get there from... How'd I get there? I think I know where it is. I'd have to do a quest, I think, to unlock where I live. Hold on. Let's do this. While we're here, let's do this. Oh, right. I know where he is. It's very pretty. I wonder if it's spoilery. Is my house spoilery? It's a little spoilery. I don't think it's spoilery without context, though. Well, Q has seen my house. Maybe we'll wait. Or I'm gonna log out on Casa after this dungeon, so. Ah, friend, it is good to see you again. How I wish I could greet you with more joyful tidings. I trust you've heard the rumors? Yes, I fear they are true, and then some. Oh, wherever shall I begin? After you released my lady from her torment, a deed of bravery and kindness that I will remember until the last of my days, I paid visit to the Wood Whalers and told them the tale and all its tragedy, and the guardians of the Twelvewood might know the truth. Though the Whalers did not doubt my words, they insisted on a thorough investigation of the matter. Without witnessing my lady's remains for themselves, I was told they could hardly vouch for my citizenry's safety. A prudent judgment, I thought, and I did not argue. It is what happens next that confounded everyone, mostly myself. A contingent of wood whalers was dispatched to the manor, and I personally escorted them in. That would be the last I saw of them, for nary a one returned. Minutes turned to hours, and before long, night surrounded the silent manor. 'Twas then the screams began again, ungodly, heart-rending screams that shall be burned into my memory forevermore. Against my better reasoning, I mustered the courage to peer inside. Oh, how I wish I had not, for what peered back, friend, was someone, nay, something, for that which I saw surely possessed no soul like you or I, that has no right to exist in our world. The whalers have dispatched another contingent to investigate the manor. The fools! Did they not see what they have writ, their own death sentence? I cannot save them, but you, friend, you may succeed where I so miserably failed. I implore you, pray come to our aid once more. It's just another manic memory. Oh my gosh! So now that I can fly, you can climb all over the mansion, and it's so good. I can go on this balcony. I'm pretty sure. No. Okay, I can go on this balcony. It makes me so happy to run around on the outsides of the dungeons. It's so good. Get right up close to the stained glass. It just makes me very happy. Uh-oh. There we go. I think I've done these wildly out of order. Ooh, what gun is that? Oh, that is the Pals of the Dead gun. Do like Ella, even though he betrayed me. Well, he didn't betray me. He definitely lied a little bit. Yeah, music's good. The music in Final Fantasy XIV, once we hit Heavensward, really starts to slap. Their music director and composer and kind of everything, his name is Soken. And he is like a madman and a genius. And they start letting him go wild once we hit expansions and stuff, and it's, oh, chef kiss. is a strong tank. I don't have to worry so much. I can actually do damage. They really do. They're also being super helpful by not pulling a whole lot, because I am a fragile child. There's one song, after I stream, I always put, the videos on YouTube, and, there's one song of all the songs in Final Fantasy XIV that keeps giving me the demonetized notice. And it's called Turn from the Heavens, and I think I know it when I hear it, and it plays constantly, but only some videos have it, and not even during all the parts. And I'm just like, what's happening? Just the random chunks of the video. Ooh, sounds like a good plan. What's that? Hurt. Oh. Damn, and it ate my benediction too. I didn't even get to save him. Oh, I don't mind it. YouTube has a pretty good DMCA sort of thing. Well, they have a good way of dealing with it. And it's not like you don't get hits on your account anymore. It's just like, hey, when you start making money on YouTube, you will not be able to make money off of this video. And I'm like, okay. Fair enough. This has gotten a little bit off the rails. Manor varnish? No, I want that. Give that to me. Oh, that's the good shit. At least today has been consistent and honest to my title that I put up today. That's all you can ask for. Actually, so that was healer pants that dropped, but my healer pants are actually better. So they would just be kind of junky. Oh, I'm stuck in the corner. Yeah, but there's been one healer belt and one healer pants. Neither of which were better than what I was currently wearing. But it's been a lot of like hard stuff. Parnassus. What the? Final Fantasy V. Aw. Damn, I didn't even get to check it out. I didn't even know there was a sale happening. So you have to kill the ads as fast as possible in this fight, because then she will take them, absorb them, heal herself, and then however much she healed herself for, it's a multiplier of how much damage she's about to do to you. So she has a set amount of damage that she's going to do anyway, which is called Blood Rain. So long as the ads have 0 health, or even like 1 health, I think is what they get stuck at, she can't multiply it against you. No, you gotta kill the ads. Oh, please, don't let me die here. Oh. We're about to die. Yep. And that's what happens. We're going. There we go. Well, this is unfortunate. Ugh. There she goes. Oof. We done did it. Oh, this is a coat for me. It's ugly. And it's bad. Oh, frick. I got it. I got it anyway. Alright. I don't actually think I have to go back and talk to anybody. So, since there was talk of mounts and stuff, I'm just gonna stand outside in front of this spooky house. I will jump on my, my actual main, the one I raid on, and show off some mounts and my house. And that'll be cute. I'm actually gonna hide my game for just a second. Hide some of the other characters in there. I will, it's time for flexing. I only have the one house. Oh, well that destroyed the purpose, didn't it? Just put that right there. You can only have one house. And then you can have an FC house. So, my FC does not have a house yet. We are saving up for it. I forgot that there was a queue. I played myself. Oh, it's Yak! Hello, Yak. This is Yak's FC house, and it's very nice. Oh shit. No. Where am I trying? What am I trying to accomplish here? Alright, so this is my house. I've got a garden, and this cool statue, and this rainbow tree. Oh no, I'm stuck. Well, let me flex mounts. Here we go. I can't fly with any of the mounts over here, but that's okay. Oh, yay! So this is Noctis's car from Final Fantasy XV. And it can fit 3 other people inside of it. And it can fly. I can't fly out here, though. It actually turns into like a little plane. It's very good. What else do we got? I've got a different Chungus. Thank you, Amazon. I've got the Eureka Tyrannosaurus Rex. Oh no, wait, that one's a spoiler. This one isn't a spoiler. This one is a very rare one. I bought him though. That's a spoiler. Oh no, so many of these are spoilers. I have a tank. And it fires laser beams. And when you fly in it, you go in the little cockpit. Rare horse. This is the one that Q was talking about. Forgetting all the birds. Forgetting all the dogs. Get the 9-tailed fox. He's a pretty boy. I know, it's very big, it's very silly. This dragon is my pride and joy. He's very precious to me. So, when these dragons are the current prize to be had. He's a small bean, but he's a good bean. And they have a chance to drop on the hardest encounters, and I never saw one drop. I had to fight the boss. I had to get 99 totems from the boss. Thankfully this boss dropped 2 because it was so long. So I had to fight the boss and beat this really hard boss and beat it 50 times. And had to buy it. And never once in those 50 times did I see one of these guys drop. I didn't even get a chance to roll on it and lose it. It just never dropped. There was a yokai event, which isn't as familiar in the US. It's a big Japan thing. So I got the little yokai go-kart. And then they brought a new one back this year. I got this cat. The yokai cat. I don't know anything about yokai. Oh! And very important. Rathalos from Monster World. Monster Hunter. It's just Rathalos. Yeah, Rathalos! His music is very good. Monster Hunter, yeah. So he's very cool. And this mount is only for if you got every class to level 80. A soft boy. Look at him. He's like a camel. Look at his soft face. Yes, this is Astrologian, which we will be maybe getting. Very flashy, very pretty, very hard to play. It is a camel pigeon. He's very soft. This is my house. You can decorate your houses and make them be anything you want. How spoilery is my basement? I have a wall full of elves. Yeah, it's cute. I have a wall full of elves. Don't judge. I know how you feel about elves, Sprightly. Actually, so you can have one house and one apartment. There's Ishgard. And I have an apartment too. You don't like my wall of elves? Oh god, I don't remember what apartment is mine. I haven't been here in so long. So if you like the cafe vibe, I've just made a pure cafe. Yeah. And I got maids. Ikadakimasu. This is some ominous music in my cafe. What's happening here? Upon the rocks. Why are some of these playing in my cafe? This isn't cafe music. Well, that's a problem. I'll deal with that later. But that's it. That's my house. Those are my mounts. Everything is very exciting. My current mount is this wonderful shoebill who doesn't follow me around and he just stares angrily at me all the time. I have to go a certain distance before he actually decides to follow because he's an asshole. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna actually be it for me today. Well, I actually right on time for once. Perfect. He's perfect. He's a beautiful little boy. Hello, sir. He's so angry. Did you know, like, that actual shoebills are, like, miniature dinosaurs? And they're, like, about my size in real life? It's frightening that there are birds this big. Just out there in the wild. Yes, that will be it for me today. I will be back tomorrow with more Final Fantasy XIV at 5 p.m. EST, and I will be doing the last of the dungeons, and I'm gonna see if I can try and wrangle some people for the coils, which is what we gotta do before any story. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so I will be back. Thank you so very, very much for watching. If you are looking for more of what I do, you can follow me on Twitter for updates, or you can go to my YouTube and watch the previous series, be it the beginning of this series or any of my other ones. And thank you so very, very much for being here. And thank you to Blake for the raid. That was so, so sweet. I look forward to playing more games with you in the future, Blake. I hope you all have a very, very lovely evening, and I will see you tomorrow. Go bye!